when I'm not continuing my Hallmark Christmas movie boycott because they still refuse to cast me as the D-bag boyfriend at the beginning, I like to answer questions and comments I get on YouTube, so let's get to it. Hi, Sean. Could you do a video on all the voicings you can use instead of C, D, E, F, and so on? I like your videos. The secrets in the key of are among my favorite. Yeah, let's do some cool voicing stuff, right? So we're going to do, I think that's a lot doing all the different chords. C major, all right? Everybody knows C major. I bet you already know a couple of C major voicings all over the guitar as well. But what I think is a great way to kind of see things and a great educational crutch to use is learning a voicing and a variation, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my favorite chord, the major 7 chord, and then we're gonna learn the major 7 chord voicing, and then the triad C major chord voicing, okay? So one of these is gonna be a C, a E, a G, and a B, and then the follow-up is gonna be just a C, an E, and a G, like that, okay? So for instance, here's the original C major chord that we're gonna use, C major 7, 3, E, 3, A, 2, D, and then open, open, open. And then we're gonna close the openness of that extended chord voicing by making a C major. So C major 7 to C major, okay? So we're gonna do this in like 4 or 5 different spots on the neck, and then you can kind of use this for any kind of thing. Because as long as you're gonna learn one chord voicing, you might as well learn a variation that makes it another chord. It's super easy, so just check it out and we'll learn a lot. C major 7 to C. C major 7 to C, okay? Then C major 7 to C. C major 7 to C. Okay, so all of these are really easy to do. I think they probably already pertain to something that you've already learned before. So we did the first one. The next one is gonna be right here. This is gonna be the middle 4 strings on the guitar. So 3A, 5D, 4G, 5B. And I'm always gonna do C major 7 first, and then close it with the regular C major triad, because that will further solidify in your mind that we're only just a half fret different, a half fret, half step, a full fret. Almost went microtonal on you guys by changing it. So like for this, 3, 5, 4, 5 to 3, 5, 5, 5, okay? So again, that interval being just really solidified that we're just moving 1 fret a half step higher is gonna change the name of that chord. Just like for here, the B string went from open to 1. Here, the G string goes from 4 to 5. Okay, so you learn one thing, you learn 2 things. Now the next one is a great one right here, this guy right here. Okay, so now I'm kind of barring the bottom 4 strings on the guitar, 5th fret, all right? For the C major 7 chord voicing, I'm just gonna add my ring finger or my pinky to the 7th fret on the high E string. Okay, so the bottom 4 strings, 5, 5, 5, 7. Then I'm just gonna pop it up, 1 fret, half step, C major 7, C. Another cool thing here, if you wanna maybe get a little fancier, do the double bar chord where your pinky's actually grabbing the 8th fret on the B and the E string. Kind of adds a little more separation between those two, but again, C major 7, C. Next one. This is actually the video that this question came from. Was this chord voicing right here, that staircase one, C major 7, bottom 4 strings again, 10, 9, 8, 7. Conceptually, a very easy chord to C. Not so easy to pull off because all your fingers are on a different fret, but great practice. And now, the variations is the high E string. We're gonna go from 7 to 8. C major 7, C. Next one, this is probably the most underused one right here. I love this chord voicing. All right, so again, C major 7. 10 on the D string, 12, 12, 12. I just love the sound of that one. And then now the variation is just gonna be turning this shape into a more familiar shape, a D major chord shape, just on 12, 13, 12, bottom 3 strings. Or if you want to keep it here, add your pinky there, and now it would be 10, 12, 13, 12. A little more difficult to get that one, but again, really cool chord voicing. So all together, 1, next one, then. So that's kind of a lot of information just right there, and a great practice exercise. Anytime you're using a chord progression that has a C in it, just try to float one of those other progressions in there. Like, let's say you're just doing something like C to F, G. Maybe we go up here. F, G. Maybe down here. C, F, G. Also, it's probably not going to sound good unless you use it on the Sean Daniels signature Martin guitar exclusively at Sweetwater. There's only a few of these left. Hopefully they'll probably sell out before the Christmas season, so I'll have an affiliate link in the description if you guys want to do this. Built-in tuner, so you're never out of tune. Well, you can still be out of tune if you don't choose to use the tuner like I do sometimes, but it's always there and you have no excuse. So again, really very grateful to Sweetwater and Martin for making a Sean Daniels signature guitar. 00 size, the perfect size. Comes with a cool gig bag. Check it out. And let me know what you think. Put this on Spotify. I would listen to your podcast. Thank you so much. So my buddy Samurai Guitarist was here for the last week, and we did a hot takes video that got a lot of engagement as far as you guys should have a podcast. And we're seriously considering it. I've been resistant to the podcast thing just because it's like one more thing to do, but Samurai Guitarist is one of my best friends. It's so weird. It's like his real name is Steve, and it's hard for me now to call him by his YouTube name instead of his Earth name, but whatever. If you'd like to see the Samurai and Sean podcast, sign up for the newsletter, because I'll have a link in the description of that, because that's probably where we'll announce it. We're leaning towards doing it. I think we're going to do it. We might as well. Why not, right? And that way you'll be notified when it happens. The thing about my newsletter is I'm so anti-ClickFunnels, start a blah, 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 blibbity, blah, blah, blah. So I only actually send stuff out when I think it's important or funny. So do that, and then you'll be alerted for maybe the first episode if that does end up happening, which it probably will. Grown-ass 40, 50-year-old man, middle-aged, talking like a teen. He doesn't know fingerstyle, he's just fingering chords. Isn't fingering chords what fingerstyle is? I get people are so unhinged. Oh, I love it. Celtic Blues comment of the week. You haven't aged since your first video, bro. What's your diet? You can hear the sound of thousands of people cringing as soon as somebody asks a pure vegan what their diet is. Buckle up, everybody. Just kidding. Wouldn't do that. But if anybody is interested, I've been fully vegan for like 8 years. Just want to reiterate, there's no such thing as tofurkey. Everyone on Thanksgiving is like, oh, I hope you have a good tofurkey. Shut up, that's not funny. That's not really a thing that vegans do. But yeah, it's worked out for me. It's not for everybody, whatever. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to help them. It's definitely changed my life for sure. But I'm definitely not one of those annoying vegans, or maybe I already am in your estimation. But I'm about it. Also, never tried alcohol, so maybe that's helpful, but that's it. So cool to see Sean playing bass guitar. Amazing session. I liked the walkthrough on the drum kit. Nice. Those are some pretty snazzy guitars too. Samurai killing it on the D'Angelico. Good info sharing on picks and pedals and gear. I'm looking for a set of headphones, easy fix, put a band cover on the head end to keep them from fraying out. They come in various colors and designs. So this is off a video that we did where we did like kind of like a Grateful Dead impersonation with the band. I thought it turned out pretty awesome actually. I'm doing a deep dive on trying to get into the Grateful Dead, a band I have no real opinion on either way. So this has been a high effort video series that I'm working on, trying to like take music that I have a neutral to negative opinion on and really try to like throw myself into it, try to like add some positivity in the world and try to like understand where people are coming from. Because if so many people love this band, there must be something to it. This has been a very eye-opening experience, kind of jumping into the Grateful Dead, just like full on. And it's all I've been listening to for like the last 3 weeks, and I have a lot of thoughts. So I think that video is probably coming out maybe tomorrow or in a couple days, but stay tuned for that because I've had a super, super interesting time, and I almost had like a Grateful Dead breakthrough last night that I can't wait to talk about. So stay tuned for that one. All right, for listening homework, let's just go to my Spotify Wrapped. If you don't know, every year around this time, you get your Spotify Wrapped. It shows you like the amount of music you've been listening to, what your top songs have been, what your listening age is. Apparently my listening age is 26. My top artists are Billy Martin, Flyte, Radiohead, Men I Trust, and Mac DeMarco. Top songs are Perfect Dark, Gollum, Damn, which is a Lee song, Shadow Song, and She Hit Me First. So I will link you to my top 5 songs on Spotify Wrapped if you guys are interested. Thank you for watching. Check out the Martin SD signature. Sign up for the newsletter. And if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.